Are you so excited that you just signed your very first coach? Are you also now kind of wondering what in the world you're supposed to do with them now that you've signed them onto your team? Hi, my name is Coach Shelly Frank, and I'm here today to share with you how to get your coaches started right. So I'm going to share with you some tips that Beachbody provides for us, some guidelines and some tools, and I'm also going to share with you some of my own personal tips and tricks that I have used to help my coaches get started right. The first thing I want to share with you is 3 simple words that I hope will help you remember how to get your coaches started right. The first word is welcome. The second word is reassure, and the third word is drive. To welcome your coaches is one of the most important things. You want them to feel your excitement for them joining your team. You want to know that they're not only joining a team, but joining your family. So in order to make them feel that warmth, I do 3 things. I send them either an email or a paper letter welcoming them to my team. That's personalized from me, so that should be personalized from you. Just thanking them for joining your team, also letting them know that although you are there to help and support them in all ways, that it's ultimately their business and their goals and their commitment that will drive them forward. I also send them a welcome packet. I include in my welcome packet 1 or 2 small notebooks. I include, sometimes I put my welcome letter in there. I include a CD from Jim Rohn for personal development, and I also usually include a personal development book also. In the past, I've often used The Compound Effect. That's not something that you have to do, but it's certainly an extra personal touch, and there's lots of goodies that you could put in a welcome packet for a new coach. And the third thing I do is I create a welcome post for that coach. I use one of their personal pictures, and I get permission first before I do this, but I use one of their personal pictures and I make a little graphic. I personally use PicMonkey.com to create those graphics, and I write welcome new coach, and I put their name on it and their photo, and I put my team name, and I post it on my Facebook page, I post it on their Facebook page, and I post it in our team coaches Facebook page so that my team can welcome them also. And this way their friends and family see what they're doing, and they can also congratulate them for taking that step forward. The next word is reassure. I don't know if you remember being a new coach, but for me it was super overwhelming. I was so on fire and excited, but there is a lot of information. There's a lot to learn in the Coach Online office. There's a lot coming at you in emails. And then there's just so much to learn all the time, which is exciting, but it can be very overwhelming. So be sure to let your coaches know that it's normal to feel a little overwhelmed, and let them know that you recognize there's a lot of information coming at them, and reassure them that you're going to walk them through it piece by piece, and that you're going to be right by their side to answer their questions and get them through it, and that they will over time learn all the things they need to learn, and that there's a whole support system around them. The third word is drive. This one's really important. So when you get to the drive stage, this is when you need to schedule your getting started right call with your coach. This needs to happen within 2 days of signing your new coach. You can do this over the phone. You could do a Zoom call. If you can meet in person, that's fantastic. So a getting started right call is a phone call or a meeting, a conversation between you and your new coach, in which you will ask them lots of questions. You will get an idea for who they are, what their goals are for this business, and then you'll make a plan together on how to get them there. You're going to set expectations. For you as a coach going through this process, there's a couple tools that are going to be really useful for you. One is the Coach Follow-Up Tracker. I will provide a link for this in this training, so check that out. This is just kind of check boxes that you can write your coach's name, and then you can walk through the stages of goals and steps that they need to be taking, but it'll be a tool to help you keep track of where your coach is in their own journey. So that's a helpful tool. The second one is the How to Get Coaches Started Right. This is full of information, and I've provided the link for this in the training as well. read through this whole thing, and even maybe print it out if you're somebody who likes paper. Keep it in a handy place, because this has tons and tons of great information. I would love to walk you through every piece of it, but then this video would be super long. Back to the Getting Started Right call. What is the Getting Started Right call? So you're gonna have your coach, before this call, ask them to locate in their welcome email from Beachbody, have them locate the link that will take them to the business quick start document. You want them to locate that, print it out, have it in front of them, and have them just kind of read through that if they can. Ask them to work through the first 3 steps if they're able. They can certainly at least fill in their coach ID. Have them get started on that so that they're a little prepared and familiar with that before your call. Then on your Getting Started Right call, you're going to begin walking them through that document. The document is going to basically be an outline for you to get to know them better, get to know their goals, and then create a plan for moving forward. The first thing on that document is success partners. You may or may not have somebody off the top of your head that you think would be a great success partner for your new coach. I personally don't think it's good to just stick them with someone just because you think they should have one. If you don't have someone in mind that you think would be a good fit for them, then leave that blank for now and just allow over time for them to, you and them to decide who would be a good success partner for them. You're going to learn about their why. This is something you're going to need to dive deep in with them, make them answer some tough questions, help them get really raw, help them to feel this, not for it to just be about facts. Think back to when you went through developing your why. This needs to be something that means something to them, that makes them feel emotional, and has strong connection for them. You are going to help them set their first goals, all of their goals, but their first goals will be for their first month to try to hit Success Club 5, and also for them to get their Shakeology paid for. Within that first month too, I allow that to be a learning month for my coaches, because there's so much information coming in. Depending on what time of month the coach signs, sometimes they just need to take that first couple weeks to just absorb all this information, to get their head on straight, and to really decide where they want to go, what their why is, and how they're going to take this business. But in their first full month as a coach, they should be hitting Success Club 5, helping 3 people achieve their goals, and having their Shakeology paid for, and help them to see that that's a reality and they can do that. Then you need to help them look back at their why and look at those goals and connect them together. Make that connection for them so they can see how achieving the Success Club points will help them fulfill their why, and vice versa. Their why will help them drive to want to achieve Success Club 5. You need to help them schedule out their time. Time is so important. A lot of coaches are working full-time jobs or they're busy moms. Have them pull out their calendar, have them tell you when they're going to work out, when they're going to drink their shake, when they're going to get their power hour in, how they're going to make this business work into their lives. And look at their goals. If their goals are basic goals, then they should be able to do this probably in about an hour a day. If they have big goals, then they might need to put a little more time in, and you need to talk through that with them. Let them know that the time they put in reflects the success of this business for them. You need to help them define their daily actions. So in looking at their schedule and what they're going to be doing each day, help them to identify what actual concrete things they will be doing every day. That includes the 3 vitals. Help them to be very familiar with the 3 vitals. Make sure they're working diligently on their own health and fitness journey, but also help them to understand other tools and other action items that they'll be doing throughout the day, like posting. Posting helps them build their brand, help them see the value in that. Some people aren't comfortable or familiar with posting every day, but that builds their brand. Growing their network, making new connections every day. This is so important. Help them to remember they're growing their network of people to help. They're not just friending people just for the fun of it or just for numbers. They're looking for the people who are looking for help. And forming. Help them understand about forming relationships and why that's important. It builds trust and helps them to have those deep connections with people. And follow-ups. Follow-ups are another daily action item for every coach. And when we're following up, we're showing people that we're loyal. We didn't just ask them a question and then we left them alone because they never answered. If they don't answer us, we're going to follow up because we care about them and we want to check in. So help your coaches to understand that. Before you're done with your call, help them identify any obstacles they may have. If their busy schedule or something going on in their life right now, or if they can anticipate something that might hold them back, talk through that and help them find solutions for that before it even occurs. You need to point out where their BAT is, help them to find that, locate that. And the last thing you need to help them locate is their memory jogger, and remind them that they should build a list of about 10 people initially, 10 to 20 people to initially contact, but you're going to burn through that list pretty fast. So they need to know how to jog their memory and collect more names from their warm market. Help them plug in to your next basic training. If you don't have one, then you can direct them, or if yours isn't starting yet, you can direct them to their coach online office, show them where to find the trainings in there, and then they're able to work through those on their own time. That's about it for your Getting Started Right call. I know that that's a ton of information. Make sure you use the tools that you have to work through these steps with your coach. It is a lot. That Getting Started Right call is going to take about an hour of your time, but if you put that time into your coach right off the bat, I promise you it's going to be worth it. They're going to be motivated, they're going to be driven and directed, and they're going to know that you're right by their side to help them along the way. So that was a lot for you. Any questions you have, please post them below, and I'm so excited for you and your new coach, and I hope that this training helped you to get your coaches started right.